Thirsty mats. This is an incredible mat, and I know so many of you right now are going through this winter/spring that's been suffering through. So if you have the water, the snow, the dirt, the grime, and it's all coming in your house, you need the Thirsty mat, because we're gonna be able to stop all that from coming into your house, and it's gonna be on the mat. So what I wanna show you first, oh, and I see Carrie Smith, here she is, she's coming in. What I wanna do is I wanna show you exactly, that was a long ride for you to get down here.
Well, that was a long studio
I wanted to
run.
introduce myself as Carrie Smith and
you
see
did.
who
It's
noticed.
Similar, very similar.
But let me show them this real quick, and then you can do everything that I know you have to say.
Apparently I'm not needed at all, because you were handling it just fine.
I wanted to show everyone, so I'm gonna step into the dirt, the mud, all that rain and snow and everything else that's on your foot, and then we go on the mat. So as soon as I'm stepping on this mat, these absorbent fibers are gonna absorb all that water, they're gonna absorb all that mud, so then I'm wiping my feet like normal. But remember, this is more like a carpet than it is a mat. And then I wanna show you, as I step on that paper, how well we can do on that white paper from these Thirsty mats, because we're getting everything off that shoe onto the mat with those absorbent fibers. So it is fantastic. And as I was talking about the rain and the snow, and it's been a long one.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just all about, it has been. It's all about protecting your floors, keeping the water, keeping the rain and the snow outside. Maybe for you, you're gonna keep this right inside the door, because I know here in Florida, the kids are already swimming at my house and they're tracking that chlorine water into my house. So these are perfect for that, to keep the water out.
We talked about that. We have two different sizes, and you can see those long fibers that are on there. But here's what's cool about it. So if you're using this, you know, for the water from a pool or just outside the shower, it's amazing. There are those long fibers to absorb the water, but check this out, the back, that latex, that rubber backing, so that means none of the water goes through and then onto your floor. So really the perfect mat for the rain, the shower, the pool water you're talking about. It really does a great job.
They're amazing, and we're thrilled to have them back for you today. You have two different options. So you can choose two of the standard size in your choice of color. So we have your brown, we have beige, and we have gray. And notice there's lots of different colors and textures, which really give these a lot of dimension. They are so soft. You're gonna wanna live on these. They're amazing. So those are going to be your two regular size, and those two sizes are the two you're getting are 28 in the length by 18 and a quarter in the width, or you get one large, and they're both on 3 flexible payments. The large one is 47 and a quarter by 26 and 3/8.
That's pretty nice. And I have another mat on here, so you can kind of see certainly the difference in the size with the large. But we were talking about the water. Here's what I wanted to show you about this one. This is a nice looking mat, but again, we put some water on that, and what's gonna happen? When we put that water on there, it almost immediately will go through. And look at that. So I had that paper underneath there. So right away, that water in seconds has gone through. But what I want to show you is that with our Thirsty mat, let's get rid of that. The Thirsty mat, we can have that water on there. We can put that water all over. And what happens is those fibers are absorbing that water. We're going to keep that water on the mat. And then because it has the rubber back, there's the paper.
That's protecting your floor.
Nothing's getting through. Exactly. So, you know, sometimes what appears to be a great looking mat, if it's not functioning like a mat should, how good is it really? And this isn't a mat that you could use, you know, I have the large size of the Thirsty mat. It's immediately outside the kitchen door in the garage, but it's perfect. We have mud and sand and a lot of rain here in Florida, and it's excellent. These mats, if they look good and don't do the job, it's not helping.
Oh, amen to that, right? These are going to protect your floor. Nothing's gonna get through. When they get dirty, you can throw them in the washing machine. What's great about these is they still have a really beautiful kind of designer, multicolored, textured look to them, but they're so soft. Like you're okay walking barefoot on these. They just are really, really amazingly soft and easy to care for. We're showing you right there. You just toss them in the wash.
Yeah, maybe that's the best thing, because now that we've gotten all the mud and all that water and all the dirt off of your feet, so it's not on the floors, it's not in the house. You know, you can take these and just throw them in the washer, which I think is terrific, because it really makes sense to be able to have a mat. Even that other mat I was just showing you, once they get dirty, how often have you replaced those mats because you can't do anything about them? But these, even with the mud and the dirt and everything, so I get all that on my foot. And you'll see, it's gonna be on this mat. When I pick my foot up without even moving, look, there's all the water, and we're gonna have some mud on there as well. I'm gonna throw that in the washer and get rid of it. So now as I wipe my feet or walk on that like normal, that's what you're gonna get. And then let's see when we go on the paper, pretty good. I mean, that's what's great about this, that it's working. That's what we want it to do, to get all that dirt and grime. And then that water, that mess, everything else, it doesn't go through with that rubber back. And you talked about how soft they are. That is true.
They really are amazing,
I suggest even you get these home, you throw them in the washer. It kind of really gets those fibers activated and ready to go, those super absorbent fibers. Then you put them down. As it gets dirty, you're going to do the same thing again. If it gets really dirty, throw it back in the washer. You're going to clean it, get those fibers activated again to absorb all that water. Yeah. You're going to love it. And we talked about the small ones for the shower mat. Yeah. We've, you know, I don't have one. I have the big one outside the door.
You don't have a shower mat?
We just use like a towel.
Oh, I was like, how do you not fall over when you get out of the shower?
It's just like the towel kind of mat like you see in the hotels and stuff.
They have these great mats that are really thirsty.
I'm just thinking, why don't I have the big one outside the door. I don't have the small one.
That would actually be perfect.
But for a shower mat, it's excellent. Yeah. Again, it's going to absorb water, and then you have that rubber back, and you can throw it in the wash, just like those kind of towel mats that I'm currently using.
Yeah. Well, and even if you buy, even if you buy the...
What am I doing?
Great for the environment.
I hope Debbie's not watching. She's going to be annoyed.
These are great because when you think about using them as a bath mat, if you get the 2-pack, you're getting the 2-pack for under $30. You can get them home on Flex for $11 and change. Those bath mats, you know, the one that I'm talking about that are absorbent, you get one of them for around $30. So these are perfect for bath mats, and then you can throw them in the washer.
Exactly. So again, you can see even on this gray one, all that dirt comes right off my shoe. That was before I even move. It absorbs all that dirt and grime into the mat immediately. And then I like it, the size of it, because even if you don't have the conscientious wiper who's wiping their feet, it's long enough that walking across it, it does such a great job that you're going to see that it really starts to get all that dirt and grime off your shoe. That was the one I stepped on right in the middle there. So it really does a great job. But I love seeing that. It's taking all that dirt, all that mud. That was when I was standing still, absorbing all of that off of your foot.
They're
thirsty.
Then
they're thirsty, exactly. And then nothing goes through with that rubber backing.
Yeah, that's neat. That's nice. Yeah, and again, just super soft. They're great. Pete, I would imagine it's the perfect thing to put right inside your front door for all of the spring showers that are upon us, to keep all of the rain from sitting on your floors and obviously being, drying out and tracking that dirt all around your house. Like I said, this is perfect. The kids are already swimming at my house, and I'm like, how dry are your feet before you run into my house?
Perfect idea.
Right?
I mean, if it's the large one. Because again, I just want to do that comparison to that, those other mats out there. When you have a gray looking mat, if it's not doing the job, so even, I'm just going to do it like this, just sprinkle water on there. This is just someone came in the door. So if we put water like that, even giving it a couple of seconds to sit there, that could be from the pool. It didn't go through yet. It's going to start to go through that mat. If I pour it in one area like that, then that water starts to go through in seconds. That's the difference, that this mat is not going to do it. But putting all that same water over on this mat, again and again, we're going to absorb that water. We're going to continue to absorb it. Those fibers are absorbing all that water. And to me, that is the big difference, keeping the water off your floor. So what do we want a mat to do? Protect your floors, but to clean your feet. And this one does both, and it's machine washable.
All right, here are your options again. You do have 2 of the regular size, and you have 3 different options in your color choices. So when you're picking up the regular size, you get 2 of them in either the brown, and I want you to notice the brown has some whites and some more chocolatey browns and lighter browns, and then you even have a nice cream color through that. This is gonna be your beige, same thing, just with a hint of beige instead of the darker color. And then the gray is gonna give you that lighter, kind of a creamy white with the black and the gray. So you get 2. Gosh, they're just so darn soft. The bath mat, this is exactly what you want to step out of the shower onto. 2 of them in the regular size. They're 28 inches in the length by 18 1/8 in the width. Or you can get one of the large size, and the large is available in either the gray or the brown. No beige on the large. The large is 47 1/4 by 26 3/8. They are machine washable. They are the most thirsty rugs that you're going to have.
Well, exactly. I was showing there was I had been stepping on the piece of paper because I wanted you to see how it removed that dirt and mud. But the big thing is, what about your carpets?
Yes.
You can't throw your wall-to-wall or your big area rugs into the washing machine.
No, you can.
So that's going to be tough. But if you have your thirsty mats right before people are stepping on those, you're not going to be having to worry about those carpets, because the thirsty mat can take all the abuse, absorb all that water, clean your shoes, and then keep those carpets, those runners, certainly those area rugs looking great.
Yeah, and whichever one you get, they are both available on 3 flexible payments. So 2 of the regular size, those are $9.98 on your charge card. 1 of the large size is $11.65. I would imagine these would be great outside an RV if you're camping and you want to protect, you know, your floors on your RV.
Exactly, they're super durable. They're so easy to wash by throwing in the washing machine. But I keep going back to that they do what you want a doormat or a floor mat to do. Clean the shoes, get the dirt and grime and grit off of your shoes so you don't track it through the rest of the house. And these will do it. And they're probably the best I've seen with the water. You know why they're so good?
Why?
Because they're thirsty.
They're thirsty, yes.
You said it earlier.
They're thirsty. They're not hungry, they're thirsty. We know that now. Peter, thank you for being here. You're not going anywhere, you're gonna help us clean up.
Do you need me to introduce your next item?
This actually,
it's in this my
coffee is cold, I'm gonna go make some fresh.
Ooh, I see what's coming up next.
You get. He's not going anywhere. He's going to help us clean up outside in just a little while. They are cool, right? Awesome. All right, well, stay in the ordering process for your new Thirsty mats. We love that it just helps you keep your floors clean, easier than ever before. All right, are we moving on to our lights now?